and Tasty Cakes podcast. I'm Bert Lepore. He's Sammy of Monte Carlo. We're hanging here with Angry Mike D, and we talk about music, movies, and so much more.
All right, we're back with another episode of Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes, episode 111, I think. And this one we're doing another album battle, and it's going to be a four-way battle. And Bert named it the four-way flannel battle. So we got, going back to 1991. The four landmark grunge records, Pearl Jam's 10, Nirvana's Nevermind, Pearl Jam, I said Pearl Jam already, Soundgarden's Badmotorfinger, and Alice in Chains' Dirt. So, basically what we're going to do is what we did on the past, the last few, is just going to throw them in a hat and just pick them out, and we'll pick the best one. And I guess there's each album has, I think, like 12 tracks or close to it. So we'll go like 12 rounds, and then we'll add up all the votes at the end and see which one comes out the winner. And
Pearl Jam is missing.
Pearl Jam is missing.
Yeah. I think Pearl Jam is short, like one track or something. But it even if it's,
I'd say we just give it either a 2.5 average score or something like that, just to fill it in. Maybe, who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, we could give them just like an extra vote, if need be, since it's like a handicap match per se.
We'll give them an extra, since the chips involved. There are 6 chips involved to win. The way I do it, because you figure, there's 4 chips. Okay, so there's 4 chips you could win. I think we give Pearl Jam a 2-chip handicap to make it fair.
All right. Okay.
So at the end of the game, Pearl Jam gets 2 extra chips.
They get 2 extras.
Yep. Okay. So, I mean, if you talk about if they want to consider, which I hate the labels and stuff, but the grunge era, if you had the big 4 in thrash being Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, and Anthrax, this is definitely the grunge big 4, if you want to call it that. So, okay. So,
and look, I'm not a big Pearl Jam fan, but when you look at the albums, the songs on there's a couple songs on there that I like. So I'm going to be as nice as I possibly can.
Fair.
I want to be extremely fair. So
okay.
It is their best album, hands down. It's their best.
Every one of these albums are almost a perfect album. If not a perfect album, it's pretty damn close.
Oh yeah, I mean, just maybe like an hour ago, on the radio, they played like a newer Pearl Jam song, and I'm thinking like, damn man, if a band has really, really like fucking changed over years, it's got to be them, because they came out of the gate fucking strong.
Oh
like the first 2-3 records, and man, it just went downhill. Like,
but guess what, man? They'll sell out a stadium in no time.
Oh, they got a crazy crowd following. Yeah,
no doubt about that. I mean,
their live shows are a whole different thing.
Same thing like Bon Jovi. They had, the first few records were amazing, and they they've had a million hit records since. That they're not like living off their past, but
they're the only band that has their lead singer too.
That's true. Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
So. All right. So this is what we're going to do here. I have 4 different things that the chips are in. It's going to be random, man. So we're going to pick whatever number against whatever number, and that's the way this makes it fun, because you never know what you're going to get, and there's some surprises usually. So my first can here.
So explain to me.
Yeah.
Explain to me. So how are we doing? So we're pulling 4 chips at once.
Yes.
And picking the best song.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
Yeah.
Random.
Yeah. Random. It's going to be a random battle royale. So whoever wins the round gets the chips. There's 4 chips involved in each round. Okay, so right here I have the Nirvana, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains. Okay, so let's see what Nirvana picks. I got to put the goggles on because I can't freaking see.
Nirvana coming out of the gate.
I need some glasses because I'm in here with two intellectuals now.
Yes.
Track number 12 for Nirvana, which is Something in the Way. Soundgarden, up to bat. Okay. Track number 8. Got to remember this name because I'll forget. Track number 8. Room of 1,000 Years Wide.
And toughest one.
Pearl Jam. Track 1 for Pearl Jam, which is Once.
Once.
And Alice in Chains here in the Lonely Bucket. Track number 6, which is Rooster.
Oh.
Okay, so we have Something in the Way, Room of 1,000 Years Wide, Once, and Rooster. Let's start off with Mike D. Mike D, what you got?
Yeah, that last pick just made it so much easier for me. It's a shame, but it did. Going with Rooster.
Mike D going with Rooster. Damo.
Yeah, this is a no-brainer. I got Rooster also.
Damien goes with Rooster.
We've got cock.
yeah. Listen, I wrote some notes, so I'm going to read the notes. Something in the Way. Really good song. I dig the vibe. Love the moody chorus. Love the harmonies. It's a really, really good song. Once is a really cool tune. I dig the funky guitar. Good vocals. Room of 1,000 Years Wide. I like the guitars a lot. The song's okay. Rooster, which is my pick. I'm also going Rooster. It's fucking just great. So nothing else said.
Yeah.
The old
The only
Alice
three I
in
had
Chains.
The other three I had a 4. Rooster was a 5 on my scale, so I had to go with that.
Yeah, Rooster's a definite 5. All right, round 1. Rooster, Alice in Chains. All right.
Nirvana coming out of the gate. He's running.
Track number 2, In Bloom. In Bloom. And that's going against Soundgarden. Track number 4, Jesus Christ Pose.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Pearl Jam, headed up. Pearl Jam 11, which is track Release, it's called. 11 is Release. Alice in Chains. Let's scoot it up here. What do we got here for Alice in Chains? Alice in Chains. Track 5, Sick Man. All right, let's go with Mike D first.
Oh, man, another tough one. But as far as my scores go, I mean, it's just a great track. Got to go with Jesus Christ Pose.
Mike D going with
That's it.
Soundgarden.
Yeah.
Mike D with Soundgarden. Damo.
This is pretty tough. It's definitely between In Bloom and Jesus Christ Pose, but I'm going with Nirvana and Bloom. I always liked that song, even though I told everybody I fucking despised them. And I really, really liked the video. I thought the video was great.
Yeah. I'll tell you what we are going to do here. Not that I'm going to change the rules, but I think the chips that you pick should go to the band. So it's not just trumped. I think it should go to the band. That'll make it even more fair. So let's do that. Okay, so Sick Man's a good song. So's Once. I mean, I'm the one. So's what the fuck was this? The Release is okay.
Release.
It's between In Bloom and Jesus Christ Pose. Jesus Christ Pose is so freaking powerful, but man, In Bloom is just too cool. So that's
Nirvana.
Nirvana gets the 3 chips and 1.
That was close. That was really close.
1 for Mike. So Nirvana, 3
I'm
chips.
surprised, man. That was a top tier Soundgarden track.
And Mike D gets the Soundgarden. All right, here we go.
Definitely one of the better tracks on that record too.
Nirvana. Track 10, Stay Away. Track 9 for Soundgarden, Mind Riot. The Pearl Jam. Track 2, Even Flow. And Alice in Chains. Track number 4, which is
This is a tough one, man.
Down in a Hole.
Down in the Hole?
Yep.
Man, so this is a real tough one. I thought it was Pearl Jam with Even Flow with this until Alice in Chains came up with Down in a Hole. Got to go with Alice in Chains.
Yeah, I feel the same way as Mike. When Even Flow came, I was like, okay, that's get my vote.
And that
was, but yeah, but after you sit down in a hole, I had to give it to that one. So,
well, guess what, guys?
Goes.
That's another trifecta because
Yeah.
Even Flow was looking pretty friggin' strong. Well, Down in the Hole came up. Down in the Hole gets all 4 chips. There we go. All right. Nirvana. Track number 9, Lounge Act. Soundgarden. Track number 5, Face Pollution. The Pearl Jam. Track number 7, Oceans. This one's going to be close. Alice in Chains. Also track number 7, Junkhead. Mike D.
Man, another one I thought I was going to hit Pearl Jam with. And, Alice in Chains just comes swooping in with Junkhead. Alice in Chains, man.
Junkhead.
Mike D went with Alice in Chains. Damo?
Yeah. I'm going with Junkhead too. I almost gave it to the Nirvana song, but
yeah, I don't like that Nirvana song at all. Lounge Act, I don't like it at all.
Average for me.
I'm going with Junkhead.
damn.
Alice in Chains, it's all 4. All right, Nirvana. Track number 5, Lithium. It's gonna be a tough one. The Soundgarden. Track number 2, Outshined. Oh. Pearl Jam. It's the best round.
Damn.
Yeah, this is tough, but I mean, Outshined is probably my favorite Soundgarden song of all time. I can't knock.
Track 6, Somewhere. Pearl Jam. Track 10, Deep. Alice in Chains. Track number 8. All right, Damo.
Mike, I'm not kissing your ass, I swear. But I'm going with Mike's vote again. I think I voted with Mike on every single one so far.
Close to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Track number 8, Drain You. Soundgarden. Track number 11, Holy Water. The Pearl Jam. Track number 6, Jeremy. Alice in Chains. Track number 3, Rain When I Die.
Fuck.
Huh.
Man. What was the Nirvana track again? Not that it even matters.
Drain
You.
Yeah. Oh,
Drain.
man. This is a real tough one. I'm probably going to catch hell for this one. I didn't pick anything by them yet. I'm going with Jeremy. It's just such an iconic song.
Mike D going with Pearl Jam, Jeremy.
They were both fives for me, Alice in Chains and Pearl Jam. So
will Pearl Jam get on board? We will see. Damo.
Mike, I do not agree with you.
That's okay. That's okay, but
my vote is going with Drain You, which is probably my favorite song on the record.
Wow. You totally
Damien.
went a different direction than I thought.
Damien goes with Drain You. So we got a chip to a chip. Mine over here counts as 2. I got to go with Jeremy. So Nirvana gets 1. Pearl Jam finally on board. They get 3 chips.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Nirvana. Track number 11, On a Plane. Soundgarden, track number 3, Slaves and Bulldozers. The Pearl Jam, track number 5, Black. Alice in Chains. Where they at? Where you at, Alice in Chains? Track number 11, Angry Chair. Ooh, tough.
Oh, fuck.
What was the Nirvana song again?
On a Plane.
On a Plane.
That was a really cool track. Yeah, I like that one. Really cool track. Pearl Jam was, what was that again?
Black.
Another great track. But Alice in Chains is going to take this one with Angry Chair.
Mike D going with Angry Chair, Alice in Chains.
Man, this is
it's a tough one.
Yeah, it's between Black and Angry Chair. And if I could be honest, like the only song I truly really like is Black from Nirvana, from Pearl Jam. But Angry Chair is one of my favorite tracks on the record. But I haven't voted for Pearl Jam yet, so I think I'm going to give them a sympathy vote. So I'm going with my vote is Black.
All right, Damien goes with Pearl Jam. I'm down here with, what do I do? It's between Black and Angry Chair, and Angry Chair is just so damn good. It's so damn good. I love that song. Pearl Jam's going to get 1 from Damien, and the rest will go to Alice in Chains. All right. Nirvana. Track number 7, Territorial Pissing. Soundgarden. What do we got here from Mr. Soundgarden? Track number 12, New Damage. Pearl Jam. Track number, or there is no number 12. That was the sympathy vote they get. There you go. So Pearl Jam's out of this round. Track number 1, Them Bones.
Them Bones.
That was a quick one. Damo.
With the mic pick? I didn't hear it.
He picked Them Bones from Alice.
Them Bones.
Them Bones. Man. That Nirvana track is also one of my favorite songs, but I like Them Bones so much better. So
that's fine. That was one of my least favorite Nirvana. It's not that I didn't like it, but it just...
the chorus is real good. The rest of it I could care less about, but the chorus is real good. Yeah, Them Bones. Alice in Chains gets all 3. All right, here we go. We're winding down here a little bit. Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Ooh. Starting out big.
Yeah, we are. Searching with My Good Eye Closed from Soundgarden. Pearl Jam, Porch. And Alice in Chains, Wood. It's going to be a tough one.
Which one was the Alice in Chains?
Wood.
Wood.
This is tough. I mean, Wood's a great track, but I'm sorry, man. I could go Nirvana on this one. I know I heard it too much. I know it's overplayed, but it just Smells Like Teen Spirit is just so iconic, man. Just that opening riff, That's just, the song that changed the whole music industry.
Yep.
Yep. Got to go with Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Mike D goes with Nirvana. Damo.
I don't have to go with that one.
No.
Because I'm going with Wood.
I would have liked to go with Wood, but I can't.
Okay, so for me, for me, it's coming down to two. It's coming down to Smells Like Teen Spirit or Wood. I love both songs. Both of them are 5 to me. But drums. Nirvana. Smells Like Teen Spirit. Just too damn big. They get the chips. It's an upset. One for Alice in Chains.
Damn.
Out of character for me. Okay, Nirvana. Track number 6, Polly. Soundgarden. Track number 10, Drawing Flies. Pearl Jam. Track 4, Why Go? Why Go Home? Alice in Chains. Track number 10, Hate to Feel. Mike D.
This is a tough one, man. They're all like Soundgarden's out of it for me on this one. Polly's such a great track, too. I think I'm going with Nirvana on this one.
Mike D going Nirvana.
I'm following Mike's lead again. That's my vote too.
Damo going Nirvana. Close between Polly and Why Go, but I love how stripped down Polly is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nirvana gets it. Last one, guys. Here we go.
Last one. Last round.
Last round. Nirvana. Come As You Are. Soundgarden's last pick. Rusty Cage. Ooh. Pearl Jam. Garden. Alice in Chains. Track number 9. Godsmack.
This is pretty easy.
I love
two.
Rusty Cage. Love Rusty Cage. Another one of my favorite Soundgarden tracks there. Going with Rusty Cage.
Mike D.
Yeah.
Going with Soundgarden. Damo.
Yeah, that's my vote too.
Damo going with Soundgarden. Guess what, guys? Going with Soundgarden, even though I love Come As You Are, but Rusty Cage, I'm going to break my high. Rusty Cage. Soundgarden gets it. So there you go. We're going to go from bottom to top here, because I can tell by just looking at the chips. And Damo, if you got a pen and paper, if you want to write this down, we have.
I'm actually typing everything.
Yeah, you can type it.
I mean, it looks like it's
pretty unanimous. I think,
clear pretty clear cut.
Pearl Jam, 5 chips for Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam scores a 5.
And that's
Coming up behind that,
ones.
looks like Soundgarden.
Such a great album too, man. It's not even like it's a bad album.
Soundgarden got what?
8 chips.
8. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Soundgarden's got 9 chips. 9 chips for Soundgarden.
Okay. Yeah. I see what you did.
Nirvana. 15. 15 for Nirvana. Woo!
Damn.
18 for Alice in Chains.
Damn.
Wow.
There you have it. Alice in Chains, Dirt comes out as the number 1 guy, the number 1 album.
Okay.
And
Alice in Chains.
Yeah. No, without looking
18.
at this. I'm sorry, Gaddy. Alice in Chains got 18. Without looking at this, what would you say out of those 4 records without doing the way we broke it down. Dama, what would you say, would you think, without looking at the paperwork, what your favorite one would be out of all that?
Oh, yeah. My favorite one, don't even have to think about it, is Dirt. Without a doubt.
It would be close between Soundgarden's Badmotorfinger and Dirt.
Yeah.
But I think Dirt kind of edges it.
Yeah. And I think Dirt edges it too. So it actually worked out exactly the way we probably would have picked it.
My order would have been probably Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, Nirvana, Pearl Jam.
That's probably how I would have had it, but according to how I voted, it was a little different. It was Alice in Chains, Nirvana, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam.
Right. Yep. And for me, it was
I was kind of surprised. I gave Nirvana so many votes. I actually like a lot more songs than I originally thought.
Yeah, I had.
Guess what, man? The drums on that album sound so great on Nevermind. Like,
yeah,
I never realized it back in the day how great it was.
Yeah, I mean, the overall sound, the production is fucking great. You know, it's incredible.
Was it Butch Vig? Butch Vig did it, right? Yeah, great. It's great.
I think so. Yeah,
the mix on the vocal harmonies are so damn good. For me, I had I believe I had Dirt as number 1. I had Pearl Jam as number 2, which was a surprise to me. 3 Nirvana and 4 Soundgarden, which was a real surprise for me. But that Pearl Jam record's fucking solid. I mean, it's the only one I really like from top to bottom. It's a good record. Nevermind record.
Yeah,
same thing. These are 4 great records.
I kind of feel like looking at each one, I think Pearl Jam is kind of like the most like vanilla out of them all. You know, I think they all have like some sort of kind of like personality, some sort of a feel, vibe, a sound. The Pearl Jam record just kind of, it's just like, I don't even, can't even really call it.
I really call it.
I wouldn't even, I was just ready to say that.
Really?
To me, you can't, it's just rock. It's just rock. It's just kind of just like generic rock.
Yeah, but they're kind of like mopey. They're kind of, you know, it's very kind of low. It doesn't get much past that in the album.
I know. I'm just going by like the guitar sounds and
Nirvana kind of gets called like, you know, the granddaddy of grunge music, you know, but I don't know. I mean, judging off of who their influences are, like they're grunge styled, but their music was really alternative, you know?
Yeah, they were 120 minutes on the band.
Yeah, absolutely. They didn't really put out the grunge sound, you know. To me, Pearl Jam was more like the grunge sound, like Screaming Trees.
I don't know.
Bands like that.
We talk about the grunge sound. I think it was more the grunge look than the sound. You know,
could be. Yeah,
it was more of a look. Because really, to me, Soundgarden is a metal band. Pearl Jam is a fucking rock band. Like just a hard rock band that has some funk.
The thing is, it was an alternative to what was going on in popular music at the time.
That's all it was. Yeah. And the same thing with that when they, you know, you talk about the hair metal stuff. Same thing. It's more the image than the music, maybe. Well, you know, it's all rock. At the end of the day, it's all kind of rock. But there was a format.
If you would get some laymen, they would say, "Oh, all that." You know, all that hair metal is the same, but like we know better. Like Motley Crue and Bon Jovi are 2 totally different styles of bands, and then you know, then you could even throw like a little bit of heavier stuff, like a Judas Priest or something, and they were Wasp or something.
I don't know.
Like metal,
I mean, Poison was a hair band. They used, you know, hairspray and makeup.
They were all different.
But, you know, Bon Jovi was kind of a rock and roll band that used hairspray. So
I don't know why they just didn't do it like, and they kind of did it without saying it, but I don't know why they just do it like the way rap music is. You have an East Coast sound, you have a West Coast sound, kind of, and West Coast would have been the Motley Crues, the Van Halens, and the East Coast would have been, even though they're not East Coast, but you would swear Guns N' Roses was more of an East Coast band in my eyes.
I would have thought they were like a New York band.
New York,
yeah.
So I would always think is the East Coast bands being more of a grittier kind of thing, and then West Coast being a little more polished, a little prettier kind of deal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why everything get. Let me listen. They lump Tesla up into that, and Tesla's just a fucking rock band. That's all they are. You know what I mean? They get lumped up in that. Cinderella, I could see because the way they looked on the first album, they get wrapped up in that too. And I never seen Cinderella as a hair band, but when we were growing up, it was part of that movement of that, you know, the metal edge stuff and all that stuff. It was just what we.
Well, the point I was trying to make is that just that like that all those grunge bands, they all sound different.
Yeah.
You know, if you really get into it, they're not the same. You can't really put it under one label. So it's like saying all the 80s bands were the same, and they're not. Right. They were all right. different. They all sounded different when you really get into it, you know.
Right. Like you know, like Mike was saying, like a band like Nirvana, they came from like the Pixies and that kind of stuff. Soundgarden, man, it's Black Sabbath. Alice in Chains, it's Black Sabbath. You know, which comes from the blues, blah blah blah. You know, all that going down. Pearl Jam's kind of a jammy underline. If you listen to their guitars, it's a little funky. They got a little funky.
Neil Young,
you know,
Neil Young,
like a 60s 70s rock or something. Yeah,
they got like a little. There's a little funkness into it, and the thing that made them different was Eddie Vedder. Really, otherwise they would have been lumped up probably in the hair fucking thing because Andrew Wood looked more David Lee Roth than he did Eddie Vedder. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's a marketing tool. We can look at it any way we want. They use the hair thing. It's just a marketing tool.
Because you got to sell it something.
You got to sell it somehow.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, we put something out called Hair Nation. Well, everybody from the 80s and early 90s are going to listen to Hair Nation. All the kids that from the 90s are going to listen to the grunge. And it's a way of labeling stuff so they can market it. That's all it comes down to me. It's all just fucking music. You know, like when you listen to music in the 70s, I never thought like, you know, okay, besides the obvious of disco and whatever and pop music, if you had a band like, you know, Kiss, Alice Cooper, or you had like even like there was bands like Boston, they were all mixed up in the same fucking loop. You know, Aerosmith, David Bowie. Yeah, David Bowie. You know, you had genres, but the genres were distinct. If you had P-Funk, well, they're the funk band. It was way different than Aerosmith. There was a huge
dude, but they did everything too, man. Like they were doing they had rock and stuff, and then they were doing dancey stuff. So, you know, like everybody just did cocaine and whatever they wanted to do.
Right.
There was I'm trying to look for something here that I think I deleted it, but it was basically like how to explain the different genres of like rock to like your friends who aren't really, you know,
they have no music.
Clue. Yeah, it was kind of funny, but it made like so much sense. I can't find it anymore.
Well, dude, it's like when before somebody listens to our stuff, the first thing they think of, because they think I'm the metal guy, they think that, it's going to be screaming. And then we listen to something like Animal, they're like, it's not what I thought it was going to be. Because you just think everything hard or everything heavy metal or hard rock is screamy.
I would my first interpretation, if I saw you coming up on stage, I would think you're like a Pantera type of band.
Right.
Here you go. This was simple ways to describe metal genres to your non-metal friends. I'll just find here we go, like industrial. It's metal with like computers and stuff.
That's pretty good.
Let me see. Stoner metal. It's metal for stoners.
Yeah.
Let's see. Prog metal. It's like the Grateful Dead or Fish, only for metal fans. Thrash metal. You know that band Metallica? That. Glam metal. It's metal for people who don't like metal. I thought there was more here. I guess not, but
it's pretty funny though.
Hardcore. You know that shirt? Wait. Hardcore. You know that shirt you had that says Black Flag on it? That.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
new wave of British heavy metal. You know that song Breaking the Law? That. Yeah, this is kind of funny. I always say this on my phone.
It is pretty good. I mean, look, any genre you could break down to, I guess, 1,000 fucking subgroups. You know what I mean? It's just confusing. It's like breaking down movies. You know, back in the day, you had a horror movie, a comedy movie, a drama movie. Now you have dramedy, romantic comedy. It's fucking confusing.
Yeah, dark comedy.
Dark. I mean, yeah, it gets everything's broken down to. How about it's just a fucking movie? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Everything's broken down to categories to sell us. You know?
Yeah, there's a genre, then there's subgenres, and there's subgenre to that subgenre. It's like when does it end?
You could subset everything. You know, this is a subset of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just micro.
And people go to college to figure out like these numbers.
Yeah, the mathematicians. But,
yes, they sit there and figure out, you know, what shows people watch on TV all day long. That's their job.
They analyze these things.
Analytic.
Balding white males watch this show.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. I mean, listen. At this point in my life, I give everything a shot, and it's either I like it or I don't like it. You know, it's just one of those things. I favor rock music more, but I'm open to, you know, if it's good, it's good. You know.
Yeah,
Damo?
definitely. Back in the day, I was more just, you know, it had to be rock, heavy metal, and you know, now it's like, man, if it's good, it's good. I'm gonna put it on. I don't care. It depends what mood. I go more the mood now. You know?
Sure. Yeah. Damo, any final words?
Nope.